Hey, this is Hayato with Android Central, and we're taking a quick look at the new Galaxy S10 compared to Samsung's previous flagship, the Galaxy S9. While at first glance these phones don't seem to be all that different, there's a lot that's new under the hood that might make you consider upgrading. Both phones share a similar design language with curved glass and a metal frame, but notably new on the S10 is the absence of a fingerprint sensor on the back. In true 2019 fashion, it's been moved underneath the display using ultrasonic technology to read your fingerprint. It makes for a cleaner look, but from our initial hands-on, it didn't feel as quick as last year's sensor, and it means that you unfortunately lose the swipe down gesture along the back to access your notifications. Speaking of the display, it's a bit larger this year at 6.1 inches, and yes, there's a hole punch in lieu of a notch.
Different, but not really.
Samsung calls this panel the next level infinity display. It's more vibrant than the S9, it's HDR10 Plus certified, and it reduces blue light exposure by over 40%. All good news. Inside of the S10 is a shiny new Snapdragon 855 chipset, along with a 3400 mAh battery, up from 3000 last year, double the RAM at 8GB, and higher storage options up to 512GB along with microSD expansion. All of that fits into a phone that's roughly the same size as its predecessor and even a tad thinner and lighter. And while the primary camera hasn't changed all that much, this is the first time Samsung has put more than one camera in the smaller variant of its phones. You get not two, but three rear cameras now, one standard, one telephoto, and one ultra-wide, along with improved video stabilization, HDR10 Plus video capture, and better overall image processing. A lot of what makes the Galaxy S10 great is already on the S9 though. Last year's model has the same industrial design, stereo speakers, expandable storage, and 3.5mm headphone jack as the S10. In most parts of the world, the S9 was also recently updated to Android 9 Pie with Samsung's new One UI, so even software is more or less the same. So okay, you probably don't need to upgrade if you've already got an S9, but if you're coming from an older device like the Galaxy S8, both models are worth considering. The S9 is pretty easy to find for cheap these days, and it's still a fantastic phone. But the Galaxy S10 is more powerful, and the three rear cameras alone might be worth the upgrade if you take a lot of photos with your phone. For more Galaxy S10 coverage, be sure to subscribe to Android Central on YouTube. We've got plenty more in the pipelines. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.